Chat, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm gonna be GMing today. I am GMing. I'm going to be the game master. No Eve today. No Evie. There's no Evie today. I had a little bit of a mishap and all of Evie's information got deleted. So I have to go back to a VOD and see what Evie looked like.
Short, red hair, big hammer.
Yeah,
Armor.
that.
Yeah, that's the bitch.
I told you, chat, that you can influence my character. And this is still true, even if I'm a GM. So, do with that what you will. Sherb might be playing as Eve for some reason. Sherb has their own character, and I actually really like his character a lot, so I'm excited for you guys to meet them. Okay, so this is disgusting, but this is a raw egg with a lot of hot sauce in it. All right, chat, are you ready? You ready to hang out with the crew for a little bit? Sherbs, would you be willing to introduce us to your new character?
Our little guy here is Oki Cactus.
Someone said, ooh, cute cactus, must pet, and then pet a cactus. God, I hate that.
All right. We don't have an actual character model yet, so I'm gonna just shrink a treant down to people size.
Okay, you guys are free to place your pieces anywhere on this grass mat that you would like. If you manage to get your piece onto the top of that balanced, I'll keep it. I'll make it canon.
I'm on the tree.
I believe in you, Nat. I believe in you.
Oh my god, that's perfect.
I'm starting to think it's not possible to balance my guy on this.
Starting to believe it.
Okay, wait, hold on, question. Can you do it upside down and, like, catch your wing on it?
In bright pink without hanging.
Oh my god!
It's canon.
It's canon! It's canon!
Nobody touched the man with wings with a rock on the ground.
No one touched it.
So, unsurprisingly, you find yourself waking up in this field. Now, all of you recognize each other. You have all of your memories intact. There's nothing else here. However, there is, and I'm not going to add them here because we don't have enough fucking bandwidth for this, but there are bodies everywhere. They are scattered all around you. And these are bodies of very distinct people. Not necessarily people that you recognize, but they're just distinct in the way that you have adventurers, you have guild members. These are people with lives, from the way that they're dressed, from the way that they look, different species, all different walks of life are laying out across this entire field. You can barely walk from the number of bodies. Each one of you wake up in the positions that you are in right now. Erikoth, you are standing just like this. Moth, you're in a tree. The bodies are ever so slightly rotating.
That's not creepy.
That's not creepy or ominous at all.
No.
What axis? Well, hold on. What axis are they rotating on?
The axis is perpendicular with the ground, so they're kind of just sliding across
The
the
axis?
ground.
I'm gonna sit there thinking, how the fuck am I doing this?
You have both of your feet planted on this rock, and you seem to be just able to hold yourself. Like, you're walking on it like it's a flat surface. As you kind of begin to take a couple of steps, you stand up and you realize that as if you were orbiting like your own central planet, you can walk up this rock like it was nothing.
I want to pick some leaves off of this tree and then take a little nibble to see if it's a normal leaf.
You are literally hanging, like hands up in, like, two separate branches. Your legs are, like, kind of on a third branch, and you don't even move your hands. You just kind of, like, lift your mouth up and you go, ow.
Yes.
It tastes like a leaf.
I'm going to eat the entire leaf in distress.
You're just like, oh.
Oh, hey, how you
I'm
doing?
gonna investigate the body.
You watch as Erikoth does this, like, forward handspring down this rock, and then suddenly lands on his feet, like, in an investigating pose.
Look around and poke the bodies.
Boop, 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 boop. So each one of you kind of begin to slowly investigate these bodies around you, and the first thing that you notice is that you phase directly through them. There is no scent of death, there is no stench, there's nothing tangible about these bodies. In fact, the air around you is kind of sweet. The temperature is extremely, like, acquainted. Like, it is a very, very nice sensation that you feel right now. You have the sweet floral scent in your nose right now. Everything is actually relatively calming. The horizon of the grass goes for as far as you can see, with just a couple of rolling hills, so like very mild rolling hills in the distance.
The loud one's gone, and there's a cactus that's moving.
Oh
Yeah, hey, wait a minute. Things are very quiet.
Has the cactus moved yet?
No.
Okay, so there's a cactus in this field.
I'm just gonna get close to the cactus and investigate it.
As Neptune walks up, like, who are you?
Lord. I'm just gonna put a hand on my chest and be like, okay.
Spin cult is real. Just so you guys know, Oxdie cannot physically speak. They only speak mentally. So, Neptune heard that in his head. No one else heard that. Can everyone make an awareness test for me?
Fuck, I got an 8.
Okay.
20.
I got a 12.
Okay.
20.
13.
13? You guys begin to realize, Frost, I don't think you're quite catching it. You just feel something is off. You notice that in your peripheral, like, not when you're looking directly at them, but because there's bodies laid all around the floor that are slowly rotating across this perpendicular axis, when you kind of look away, the ones in your most outside vision seem to be spinning faster. And Moth, you notice this.
I've been spinning this whole time and I'm just now realizing it, or it starts spinning?
It's been spinning the whole time.
Oh.
The more that you focus on it, the worse it gets.
And he's like, made himself a little swing and is just going.
Moth is the only one happy here.
He flew off. It spun too fast.
Reaching out to Erikoth. Who the fuck is a Velicus?
Did that cactus just talk to me?
I was gonna try to say that this thing talks. I was gonna say that this thing talks because I did hear a voice before and I thought I was going insane and I almost had a triple heart attack.
Okay, so we're missing the loud one, and we have a talking cactus.
I guess it's rolling appeal versus awareness to see if they recognize if they recognize me as not a cactus.
Yes, please.
Can I?
Okay, so I got a 12 with awareness.
Frost and Moth are aware. Moth seems to have gained clarity through his excessive spinning.
I'm gonna, like, catapult myself off of the spin. And then, like, fly right above, and then just start chittering nonsensically at them and pointing at the cactus.
So Moth flies off and goes.
Are there any other sectlings?
Yeah, definitely.
They're also with the dead bodies on the ground.
I'm just gonna start looking through them to see if there's anyone that I, like, vaguely recognize.
As you begin to inspect and search, familiarity begins to build. So you're looking through, you're like, I don't know anybody here. And then you start to look, and you get this sense of familiarity, and suddenly...
How much you want to bet we find Shifty Sean?
Every single person you look at slowly becomes more and more familiar until you find people that are, like, directly correlated to you. You look at them, and when you catch a glimpse of them, they're looking you dead in the eyes.
Ugh.
I don't like this.
Oh,
I'm
out. I'm good. I'm walking away from the people.
I told you guys I don't fuck with ghosts.
And at the very center, all of you kind of slowly begin to lock eyes on the same body as you see Evie in the center, just laying there. No specific expression, nothing in specific, but it's just Evie, and they're just laying there.
Evie's not spinning?
He is the only thing here not spinning.
Blink.
I'm gonna walk up to Evie's body and attempt to touch him.
It is completely intangible.
It's so weird not seeing him spin for once.
Does he seem dead or?
His eyes are closed. He kind of looks like what he would look like if he passed out suddenly.
Which has actually happened a couple of times now.
Correct. You guys
Yeah.
have
Like-
insight of what that looks like.
Yeah, like the time he was spinning all night,
Or the time he was drunk.
or the time he was drunk.
Or the time he had mushrooms.
Moth is going to go back to the tree and grab a pile of leaves and try to, like, make it into a little, like, flower crown. And then take the tiny little clear glass shard, if he still has it on him, and put that, like, on the center of the crown. And then, I know it can't, like, actually go on Eve because they're aren't really there, but, like, place it kind of, like, right above where his head is.
So as you kind of slowly construct this flower crown, you kind of like build it up, you put the little glass shard on it. As you go to place it on Eve's head, it kind of leaves your fingers for a second, and it actually crowns him. Like, it actually goes onto his head, and suddenly the flower crown is intangible to you. You've lost control of it.
Oh,
Where's the cactus?
I watched him warp himself all the way behind the rock.
Yeah.
You guys can make an awareness test.
Sir, yes, sir.
Would mine be freaking... Was it Dex to remain inconspicuous?
It's stunt now.
I got a 13.
Okay, so
also.
everybody but me saw him move. Got it.
But like when something is in your peripheral, it feels like it keeps rotating out of its location. The bodies are literally orbiting though. The bodies are physically, like you could stare down at them and watch, and they are very slowly being dragged in this circular fashion.
Important note, Ori. Is
Yes.
it daytime or nighttime?
It is.
Or is it like some weird twilight?
It is broad daylight right now with a little bit of sunfall. So it's not like beaming in your eyes, but it's a bright blue sky day.
Can I take a moment to fly up as high as I can to convey the surroundings to see if there's anything physically around us?
Yes, how high can you fly, Natsuna? Yeah, you can deep breath back and turn, so you can actually fly for as long as you want outside of combat.
Yeah.
So how high do you want to fly?
To the world border.
To the world border, to the build limit. I'll fly up, say, a good 100 feet.
The first thing that happens is you kind of go up and you're starting to be able to see over these rolling hills. The sky slowly gains this violet gradient, and you see stars in the distance when you're probably about 50 meters up. Your head is about to hit these clouds, which you're realizing are a lot lower than clouds actually are. When you begin to go up, you realize that these rolling hills actually have a really steep drop off until you go all the way up and you realize that your landmass just ends. You're on an island. And this island isn't like, it's not like surrounded in water, it's surrounded by more sky. But as you go even further up, you realize that above you is another set of clouds and there's a small stone spire that's poking through that bottom cloud. And before you're able to touch it, you're at about the top of your 100 meters.
I will reach the stone pillar.
Okay. As you reach this stone pillar, again, a lot of things are going to happen here, so get ready. The moment that you touch it, you feel your body flip over as it feels like gravity just swapped. And you're kind of like slowly running out of oxygen. You're like, oh my god, I can't breathe. Like the air is so extremely thin, one full gasp of air was like holding your breath the whole time. It is excruciatingly cold.
Set it back.
Okay, so I'm gonna start flying back towards what I believe is the ground.
Okay, this is now up, and as you are flying up, you pierce this cloud cover again, you start to see the ground, but the ground is now suddenly above you. Everything is upside down to you, and you're still out of oxygen. You're still struggling to breathe. The air is so thin that your wings are doing less and less as they have less atmosphere to press off of. You are like gasping for air. You're struggling until you finally hit this point. You barely just get a hand to touch the grass, and you just collapse to the ground. But now, corrected gravity. You guys watch as Erikov, upside down, is coming at you head first.
I'm gonna like run over and start like patting him down and like
What
checking to
the
see
fuck
if he's okay.
just
If he just like
happened?
collapsed in front of
Are
me.
you okay?
As you pat him down, he is extremely frigid to the touch. Make a
I'll
fortitude
imbue
test,
my-
Erikoth.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh no.
5.
You are going to take 18 chill damage.
I'm
Realize
gonna
frigid.
Can we use
temporarily
can Frost
cast
use
a
evocation?
some fire around him. How's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
As I'm slowly warming up and I can, feel my body beginning to return to a natural state. Guys, you're not gonna believe this. In all of my days, I've never seen a place like this. I have no idea where we are.
Oh god, that's coming from the
That makes
Planeswalker.
all of us then.
How do I have like a general estimate as to how far the edges of the island are?
You could probably guess a kilometer radius, we should say. It's not a perfect circle, but if you were to make it that, it'd probably be about 2 kilometers end to end. Oh, I guess I did miss one detail. Somewhere towards, as you kind of looked out and you saw this entire island, there is a small grotto somewhere in the center of it. Not the center, but kind of off to the edge of it. Besides the grotto, the other main landmarks that you saw was that there's a stone ring going around the edge of the island, and there is a small blue light.
Light?
Yeah, what he said.
So if I were to draw it out roughly, this is a very small representation of it, of course. There's a grotto approximately right here. You guys are probably about right here. And there is a small blue light. About right here.
I'm gonna be honest, everybody. The thing that's catching my mind the most was that strange blue light. I couldn't quite tell what it was, but
Moth looks at you with the biggest eyes and looks very curious, but then like is looking at you and then like looks back at Eve and then like looks towards the light and then back at Eve and seems very conflicted.
I think we should head towards the light then, if that's the most noticeable thing, right?
Yeah, I agree.
yeah.
I'm going to follow from a distance.
This fucking stalker ass cactus.
Maybe.
Oh god, he's behind us, isn't he?
Just like every time they pass a tree, I'm hiding behind it. Just every now and then as y'all guys are walking, just like this way home. Just a lost cactus.
Oh
Hold on. Just keep a tree so that he can always be hiding behind a tree.
no! Okay, there's a tree
Yeah.
right there.
They're just conveniently placed in a way that I could do that, yeah.
Always.
It just so happens that as you're walking forward, there's no trees, but when you turn around, there's a tree.
Exactly. Perfect.
And 2 arms inconspicuously shunting out of both sides.
What the fuck is...
Actually, it's kind of perfect. Oh, too bad it does. Hold on. I have an idea.
Too bad it
Hold on, put 2
It
of them
looks
on
more
there.
like... It looks more
Put 2
like
of them on there, one on top.
Oh, true. You true.
Just double it up.
Okay.
Just keep adding, keep adding.
Keep going.
Keep
Keep
going.
going. Keep it
I don't
going.
think it's gonna.
It'll
Yeah, there it is.
There we go.
Okay.
That's good enough.
Good
Yeah.
enough.
So, roughly what you see here is something along the lines of a bonfire, and this fire reaches extremely high. Like, you're probably looking at a good 10-meter flame going all the way up. It's surrounded in this very, very well-decored, albeit rocks, this cobblestone kind of like barrier that kind of keeps the fire in, and there's a series of logs kind of dotted around.
I'm going to walk up very close to it and stare.
You feel no heat radiating.
I'm gonna walk
Hold
up
on, I'm
to
Can
it.
saying-
I put my face in it?
The deck of
I'm
cards
gonna-
flop of the freaking.
before Muff can put his face into the fire, I'm just gonna touch it with one of my fingers.
You're gonna touch it? You feel it
Yeah.
feels like there's kind of just like a mild breeze As the fire is like erupting upwards, it feels like there's just a breeze passing through your finger. And then
I fell into it.
So Frost is walking over. Moth puts his face in it, and Frost trips in. The inside of it is kind of just basically this large, open, cobbled area. Like, it's just empty inside. It seems like this blue flame barrier is just that. It's a barrier of some type. But you don't notice anything. Everyone make an awareness test. Oki Cactus doesn't notice anything, unfortunately. But the people who are inside it right now, as you put your ear up to this kind of like flame barrier, right? So you imagine like these thin walls made out of these blue flames. That as you kind of like sit next to it, you hear very mild, inconspicuous whispers. You can't tell at all what they're saying. They're completely intelligible.
I'm gonna try and talk back to them.
What tongue do you speak in?
I only
tongue he
have
knows.
one.
Okay. As you guys kind of listen, and as Moth you speak back, they become slowly more intelligible of things that you've heard in your life. Specifically those things that are in recent memory, right? So you hear a conversation you had with the party back at the port. For lack of a better term, how long are you gonna spend here?
Let's say an hour.
An hour? Okay. As you guys sit here for an hour, right? You hear these recent past, these things that you were already completely aware of. You see through your own eyes, you relive these experiences. And then suddenly, you start seeing through different eyes. The first most obvious thing is that you suddenly see the thing with Shifty Sean, but through Shifty Sean's eyes. You see it from where he was when that happened. Then suddenly you see the guard's eyes. Then suddenly you're seeing out and out and out and out as suddenly you're in people that you don't know anymore. You don't even know what's going on. You see what happens to the owners of Not Daisy after you left. And you're starting to see this like rippling radius.
But is it all people who have been affected by our adventures?
I mean, so far. I mean, it just seems to be radiating out from you.
My brain hurts.
Interesting.
I'm laying down behind the log here to stay hidden.
You're starting to hear a little bit of whisper. Your vision or your senses of these experiences, Oki Cactus, is foggy. Extremely foggy. Moth especially. I'm gonna make you guys make another awareness test for this, actually. Hey God.
Rain got a 23.
I rolled a
You
5
saw
and a
the
negative
shore.
2.
Nats and Sherb, unfortunately, you do not see it, but everybody else sees that when Eve is doing this spinning, right? You see Eve doing this spinning thing, and all of you are, like, rolling your eyes. And for a moment, when he's spinning, you see the small black box next to him.
Hey, Erikov?
Yes.
Do you guys
Remember that black box he talks about?
Vaguely? I don't know. I tune him out a lot. Why?
Because we see it in the memory.
You do?
He's actually telling the truth.
Wait, you actually see that too? I thought I was going insane.
No,
Can
I
I,
saw
can I
it.
focus in order to see it? Can I make another awareness test on it?
Yeah, go for it. Make it with a point of favor.
Moth will just be like, yeah, I saw it too that one time when I licked the mithril, and then I was doing the spinning. I also kind of think I saw it then.
Hey, buddy, 18.
Yeah, you definitely see it. And you see, hello, can you see us inside the box? The box is like pure black, but it is kind of prismatic in a sense, where it's like as if you have to look through the side of it like a looking glass, and inside you can see the text going through.
If Moth sees the "Can you see us?" he's gonna start chattering, like just goes off, and is like talking to them and like asking questions and just like rapid fire information.
Players, you are allowed to look at chat.
Fuck.
And I mean
Are
that
we not-
as characters.
How do you know my
Just
name?
gonna be like, hello?
Can you know my
Whoever-
name?
Whoever you are?
Hello.
And I'm assuming only they see the actual box.
Yes, but as this is happening, as you guys are looking at this box, the memory fleets into the outer ring and you lose track of the box.
Oh, bye.
The
Bye.
last thing you see is we know all.
That is the last thing you
We
see.
know all. That's a little disconcerting. Does that mean Eve has omnipotence?
Guys, do you think Eve is okay? Is this what he deals with all the time?
I guess that's
Yeah,
what he
he
deals
seems
with all the time.
Okie Cactus, please make an awareness test. Just you.
That is an 8.
8. You notice that what was much, much less obvious before, there's kind of a very poorly worn path kind of leading out.
Can I doubt it, but just in case. I want to take off 2 of my things and hand them to, Neptune, and then I want to fly to the top of the flame.
Fly to the top of the flame?
Yeah, just to see if anything's different. The higher up you get.
You fly to the top of the flame, and you see, for just a moment, you're not even positive if you caught it, but for just a moment, you watch as if Eve's the flower crown body that you saw no more than a couple hours prior, kind of like erupts out of it inside the flames for a moment and then dissipates into nothing.
I feel content. I'll come back down and I'll take my step back.
As you fly up and out of it, for a moment, you see the path.
I signed them off and asked if they saw anything.
What did Moff say?
I said nope, it was all the same stuff.
You heard that you caught the path. You saw it.
Oh, yes, I will mention the path.
I take a step out of the circle and look for a path.
Okay. As you search for it, it becomes obvious that it is not very well worn, but it's becoming increasingly obvious that it is some type of like footfalls are creating, fissures in the grass.
Guys, how did we miss this path?
Things here seem to appear and disappear as focus shifts.
I gotta keep my camera like this so that people can if they catch it, they can be like, wait a second.
I am inconspicuous, thank you.
You are inconspicuous, completely inconspicuous.
Very much so camouflated.
It's like a tall, skinny cactus now currently laying on its side behind the log.
Still arms out. Are you guys following the path?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna begin to walk down it.
Alrighty.
Should we try to talk to the cactus and, invite him so he's not stalking us?
What if he likes stalking us?
I'll fly over to the cactus.
He
I'm gonna
actively
start
cannot
speaking
talk
and
to you.
settling and signing in the language that he doesn't know, very excitedly.
I just realized a very major flaw. Eve
What?
isn't here to teach the cactus how to speak to Moth.
Oh my god, you're right!
Yeah,
You
I
have
thought
to
about
speak to Moth
that.
through proxy.
What's your specialist talent? Sherbs?
I don't think I chose one actually. That might be a problem.
If you take emotional synapses, you can cross the language barrier, but it's not gonna help you in your character's design.
No, not quite. Well, Moth can understand me regardless. It's me understanding Moth that's the problem.
Correct.
Because the spores are only one-way communication.
Yep.
I'm just gonna look at Oki Cactus and be like, buddy, do you want to come with us so you don't have to hide anymore?
You just see like the arms kind of straighten out and go back to its sides. And it's just like Frankenstein sits up and looks around. Oh.
You're not that good at hiding.
It just kind of looks down,
I'm
disappointed.
gonna try and pat him on the head.
It's okay to
Make
be good
a-
at hiding.
I'm covered in thorns.
Make a dexterity
aware.
test, Moth.
That's a 4.
That's a 4. All right,
Yep.
so you're kind of patting this. You're kind of like looking at the thorns and trying to avoid it. And as you're like successfully like moving your hand around the thorns in a way that's like not as painful, you realize you like subconsciously and recklessly used a second hand to pat him and just went straight through one of the thorns, like through your hand.
Wow.
Oof.
You will take 8 physical damage.
Cool. Just half of my SHP. No problem.
For flavor reconciliation, I'm gonna say that Sherbs, if something makes physical contact with you, they're going to take 2d6 physical damage.
That is a lot of damage.
It is. That includes if you punch somebody. That is additional.
Him, but instead of using my hands, I'm just gonna use one end of the trident to kind of pat him.
Also, when I get stabbed, I'm gonna try really hard to make it look like it didn't hurt and, like, hide it so that, like, he doesn't feel bad. Like, I don't want him to feel bad that I got hurt. When he's not looking, like, take it out of my hand and, like, throw it away inconspicuously.
Go ahead and make a resolve test to not show pain.
Uh-oh.
Don't tell me you're a spellcaster and you have shit resolve.
It's all awareness.
I assume as much.
I got a 13.
A 13? So you kind of wince, but no one knows what it looks like when a sectling winces, so you get away with it.
Awesome.
So,
Well,
Cactus, I have an idea for us to team up and create some gauntlets. Are you interested?
It just kind of tilts its head at you. Gauntlets? Holds its hands up, covered in thorns, top to bottom.
Yeah, that's the bitch. I'm gonna take basically the duration of this storyline, watching very closely the cactus to see whenever thorns break off, and I will be collecting them.
You're gonna collect them? Okay, cool.
That depends. How would you categorize that one, Ori?
Like,
Crude or common, because they're coming from an Oxtus.
The truth is it depends on what level you are. So they get
15.
higher and higher as they get more and more rare as time goes on. So right now, I think they're crude.
That being said, Ori, is it within the realm of possibilities to modify my own gauntlets to add the thorns later on for additional damage?
I wouldn't be mad. I mean, that's up to, it depends on who's GMing at the time, but I wouldn't be mad.
I don't care either way.
So you guys have begun on this path, and as you continue on this path, slowly trees have began to accumulate around you more and more. So you're kind of beginning to enter that grotto that Erikoth saw earlier. So you're slowly beginning to build up more brush. So as you guys are kind of wandering through, you kind of notice there is a figure like walking far in front of you. Like far.
Is it another cactus?
No, it is not another cactus.
I swear to God.
Oh, thank God.
It seems humanoid but hunched over.
I'm gonna try and walk up to them, like, see if I can catch up. If they're walking, I doubt it, but I'm gonna try.
How they are able to keep exact pace with you. When you begin to speed up, they are going the exact same pace as you, and you cannot close the gap.
I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna be like, they'll stop eventually, and I'm just gonna keep going.
Does this person seem threatening?
You can't tell. They're blurry to you at this point. They're far enough away. There's enough brush everywhere that you can't make out any good features.
Are we gonna keep following, or?
Well,
I mean, they're on the path that we were taking anyways, right?
Yeah, I guess we can keep going.
How long are you guys willing to travel on this path?
About an hour.
Until we see something else.
Okay. It takes no more than 15 minutes of you guys walking across this path before you see this person follow the path hanging a corner. And as you follow them into the corner... okay, I did not mean to do that. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, sorry.
My frames.
I can't see.
I can't see. Now everyone fell off the world. You hang a corner around a lot of brush that's going on right here. You still have all of the forested area, and it's still forest to about right here. So you're still inside what is basically a clearing of.
Oh my God,
grotto.
trees.
But there are 2 buildings that are substantially in your view right here and right here. And oh no, I think I deleted the pond. Fuck, I deleted the pond. Oh, good lord. Okay, listen here, chat. This is a pond. Take my word for it. Don't look into it too hard.
Perfect.
Everyone go ahead and make an awareness test for me.
There's a small pond of rocks.
All right.
A pond of rocks. So, the things that you guys have caught. There is a small pond right here, and the pond seems to be kind of shimmering. It is this nice, cool blue color, like any pond would be, but it seems to kind of like shimmer and sparkle a little bit. You have a small shed right here, seemingly like kind of like a tool shed. And this is a very warm and quaint cottage. It's very nice. It's kind of like what you would see in Imperium, really. Out in the outskirts of Imperium. You have this nice grottoed area. Everything is pretty well kept. There's flowers on the outside right here. And one just very basic door.
I'm gonna touch the door.
You walk up to the door, and you touch the door, and it flies open. I will say this is a hearth, and you have this little old lady that is sitting about right here, give or take, in a little rocking chair, just staring at the hearth. And she kind of peeks around the corner and looks at you, and she goes, "Hello."
Hi. How are you?
Hello.
Just gonna raise a hand.
Nothing. You can bring all your friends in if you'd like.
Hey guys, we've been invited to this nice lady's house.
You turn around and it's just a moth, like, drinking out of the pond.
Oh, goodness. All right, Mob, please roll a D100 for me.
Uh-oh.
You do not find it ominous at all that this pond looks like something from a cult.
Guys, it is moth and it's shining. Figure it out.
It was shimmery. What did you want from me?
With drinking out of his proboscis like a straw, like a built-in straw.
91.
91! Oh my god!
Did he die?
It's gonna explode.
No, 91 is really good. Sure, before you fear that this is going to be absolutely terrible, I do say that nobody can do this more than once a session, and the chance of this is low, but everyone in the party gets 100 XP.
What?
Oh.
Huh?
You feel enlightened.
Nothing. So we should all be at 12 out of 1500.
So you guys watch as Moth, you guys are going through the door, and you catch a glimpse of Moth drinking through this pond. You go, "Moth!" And you watch as Moth kind of lifts up. He starts to float up, no wings or anything. He's just being lifted, levitated. His eyes begin to glow as they're as wide as they are for a second. Beam of light shines down, and then he stands back up and he just shrugs and walks back. I'm sorry, the old lady, she confirms herself. She goes, "I'm saying, your friend seems to be drinking. Okay, well, I'm glad he liked it."
I'm gonna assume he wasn't supposed to do that.
I pay no mind. I would say do it at your own caution.
So,
sorry.
Moth, you should come over here, buddy.
It just looked really yummy.
You know what? I like risk. I'm gonna go drink from the fountain.
All right.
No, God.
You cup your hand, you take a sip, roll a D100, friend. Sandy's gonna sit back in her chair, and her voice will echo at you as she says, "The effects
83.
range greatly."
It's 83.
83?
Ooh.
You stick like a handful of it into your mouth, and you taste metal. You taste like something almost like singeing your tongue, and you kind of cough back into your hand for a second, and you cough up 50 silver pieces. Explodes.
My turn.
God damn it.
I'm just waiting for someone to explode.
52.
52?
For us.
I did.
It doesn't, you taste the water, and it kind of just tastes like water. You're not really sure what it was supposed to do.
Yay.
What's that?
Ty guy rolled a 98.
Ty guy rolled a 98?
Yeah.
What did he get?
Chat? Okay, no, that's actually insane. That's actually ridiculously insane. Chat, I'm keeping that as your 1 silver pond roll. Ty guy, you may give the party, maximum of this session, 1 good thing of your choice. It has to be positive, and if it is too powerful, I will reiterate it accordingly.
Midas sword, Midas sword, Midas sword,
God
Midas sword.
fucking damn it, not the Midas sword. I hate that stupid fucking Midas sword.
Where is the D100? This is not gonna end well for me.
No.
But someone's.
Okay.
But someone's
Sure just said no.
Ty guy, you 80.
No, you got 83.
Jesus.
83.
Neptune, goodness me. You
Yes.
do something similar as you kind of take a sip and you feel something happening in your mouth and you can't tell what exactly is going on. It begins to taste like metal a little bit. And you cough up. God, I have to think about this. What is the best way to go about this? God, it's thematic, but I don't know if I should. Okay. You cough up a piece of orichalcum, like from what's home, but it's completely unrefined and unusable in its current state.
Or could I talk to you in another chat for a moment?
He either recovered memories or he exploded. There was no in between.
Erica.
Yeah, well,
18.
you know what? I feel like that's a good way to say it. This small
The luck
nugget
is-
of orichalcum is not enough to be considered a component. You do reclaim a little bit of memory. I was going to say that. What memories you're recurring is going to be dependent. But you're gonna gain a little bit of memory. Me being like, it's not usable in crafting, and me just staring at Sherb like, I'm sorry.
Just gotta say, Neptune is gonna hold that little piece of orichalcum very dearly and very closely.
Sandy is rocking back and forth, and she says, have you had your fun?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
The water was very refreshing.
I'm gonna
I
walk
wasn't
right up
expecting
to
to.
her and say, what is that made out of? Insectling.
She speaks back to you in perfect Sexling, which, as of course you know, is not something humans are capable of. And she tells you that it is not time yet for you to know that.
I will
look at Sandy and just
nod
go-
very seriously and professional to her, and then turn around to the party and just start like signing like, "Oh my god, she can talk to me, she can understand me, guys! This is so
And then it falls
exciting."
over.
I'm gonna be staring at Sandy and just go, "What the fuck are you?"
And she's gonna look at the fire, and she's gonna grab this little log with her feeble hands, and she's gonna chuck it across the room into the fire, and she's gonna go, native to this area.
Yeah, we can see that.
I'm gonna stay outside and just communicate through spores through the open window.
Sandy is going to stare at the fire, and she's gonna look at each of you at the same time, and she's gonna say, is there anything you want to know about this place?
What is this place?
We call this the Wayward. Everyone make a memory test. Moth, you're going to make this with a point of disfavor.
Australian Anubis
Oh?
just
Frost, I will DM you. Yeah.
Is Frost the only one who knows?
Yep, Frost is the only one who remembers. It's gonna be like, oh my god. Something along those lines. You hear that from Frost. And Sandy snickers unto herself.
Are you okay, buddy?
I was just trying to say that the wayward is a little. I guess I
I'm
can't say
sorry,
it out loud.
I didn't quite catch that. Can you repeat that again?
I don't think I can.
Understandable.
Let's just say that we're in a place people don't. Well, people often get into by accident.
You know
How
what?
do we leave?
It adds up.
I'm gonna ask Sandy. I'm gonna sign it to her, and I'm gonna see if she understands.
You sign it to her. She definitely understands. And without even looking, much less so. And she says, most people are trapped here. You seem exceptional. And in the flames, in the embers, as they kind of fly up inside this hearth, you can see what you would see in the black box.
Huh.
Oh,
What?
If you guys see any explanation of where you are, your characters fail to understand it legibly. It is illegible to your characters.
Redacted.
There's something
Please.
inside the shack and something in the outer ring of this island that I think you'll find of interest. Perhaps someone you may want to know.
what was that? What's the giant blue flame?
You'll find out.
Sweet.
You're not very helpful.
Just
Um,
I'm gonna broadcast. Is like, why is Oki Cactus here?
And Sandy kind of whips her head around and she looks over her shoulder out the window and back forward, and she says, "You are an exception here. You are an exception to the exception. Would anybody like some tea? I'm making tea." And a kettle begins to boil, and as you look over at kind of this coffee table coming over here, so there's kind of like a kitchen bar right here, like a small like water basin and things like that. You look over there, and there's a small flame, and it's like, you guys, Moth, you've been staring in that direction. That teapot, you don't remember that teapot being there, but it's been there the whole time, and it begins to boil. It catches your attention. You look at it. Sandy's right there in front of it. Every player, the flame says to you, a clear and direct answer to any singular question that must be answered in full truth. The group must collectively be in complete agreement about the question before it can be asked. The group knows the importance of the question and has the opportunity to actually discuss. As you guys slowly begin to comprehend and process, you all see Sandy handing you a small cup of tea, like these small cups, no handles or anything, these small ceramic cups that are kind of like hand painted. They're not perfect, but you have like as if someone who is not a master at it was hand painting them with small blue streaks, green streaks, I apologize, as she sits back down in her rocking chair.
Ah,
Thank you.
Much like the ones I used to make when
thanks.
I was a child.
You made things when you were a child?
I was really into ceramics, okay? I take this.
No, that's cool.
Oki Cactos, you see her as standing outside of the cabin right here, and she hands you tea. And by the time that you've looked down at it, she is in her rocking chair.
I feel like if we're gonna ask a question, we should either ask about like what is the best course to take to escape, or we should ask about Eve.
Yes, but I think Moth's onto something. We should either figure out how we should continue, or if we're leaving Eve behind, or what's going on with Eve back there. I think it might be in our best interest to figure out how to continue forward.
Can we still see the black box in the fire?
It's not literally a black box. These words are spilling out into the embers, right? They're spelling themselves out to you. I'm gonna need you guys to use your best honesty with this, but you can only
alphabet
ever
soup.
see the last message. So once a message comes up, it overwrites the last one, and the last one disappears.
Hi, guys.
Wonders.
Yes, you guys see hi guys currently.
I'm gonna.
Hello, mysterious
What do
person.
you want us to ask?
I'm
It could
curious.
be any
if,
question. Try thinking about it a bit more, ranging from something to solve your problem right now, or for something bigger, like the threat you face outside this place, like the behemoth, for example.
Ooh, that's a good one.
What is happening with Eve outside of this world? Like, clearly something is going on with them, and I'm worried about them, and I don't know if maybe we should ask what's happening, or if they need help, or if there's a way to help them.
That's a valid
Yeah,
one.
but he
also
didn't
think
look
about
like
how
he
much
was in
peace we have.
distress when he saw him earlier.
Eve seems to be confused a lot of the time,
That's just it.
especially more and more lately.
Well, he's made really good friends with that black box that we saw.
Yeah, and there's a lot of voices, a lot of different people talking, so no wonder he's confused.
I don't know what a milkshake is.
We could also ask if there's a way to get the entire party safely back home, including Eve. Yeah, we could ask who the person Sandy was referring to that we need to meet, or where they are.
Yes, but the question that you guys are able to ask is more or less going to give you a answer directly from one of two gods.
How to stop the behemoth.
I will answer anything. Truthfully
Likewise.
and clearly.
Your social security number.
God damn it.
I think someone just
There's a
referenced
lot
the
of
upper
us.
wing. Are these gods? Correct me if I'm wrong, Ori. Isn't Sky one of the upper wings in the Pantheon?
Yes! Yes, Sky is probably one of the most highest acclaimed gods amongst most territories.
Do we feel good about asking a question about Eve, or do we want to do something else?
You could ask anything about
in the
this
fire.
world,
Oh, God.
about the freaking behemoth. You could ask questions about the Guardians' trials, anything.
It's what Moth would do, which is why I'm putting it out there.
I'm more of thinking about now versus later. So I guess I'll be on board with Moth.
Yeah.
I guess
not
I can
gonna-
be on board with that. We do currently have this burning question on our minds. Like, we're missing a party member. I feel like if we were to ask any question, it would be to something prevalent in the very moment.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Moth.
Oh. Okay, I'm not asking it. I'm gonna try and like run through what I think is the best wording of this. Something along the lines of like, why is Evie confused and seeing what they're seeing? But I also want to ask like how to help, but I don't know if they even need help, you know?
I'm more
I guess
concerned about the fact that he was ethereal back there.
I would more ask, how do we save him in this current situation?
Okay.
Yeah.
What if we just ask, how can we help Eve? Because then that is going to be, if there's nothing we can do now, then we'll at least get an answer for something we can do in the outside world, or whatever.
Is that your question? How do we help Eve?
I second the question.
Yeah.
And with that, Sandy looks up, and black tendrils fall from her eyes and slowly, and by realistically very quickly, consume the entire world around you for a moment. And right here, Eve is just floating for a moment. It's just floating in this black void that you guys all share together for a moment. And you hear Sandy say, "This is what Eve sees." And you go through the memories like what you saw in the blue flames. And you watch as through Eve's eyes, you realize now for the first time, you watch through everyone's eyes but Eve's, and you see as these black tendrils are slowly consuming things. They're like they're walking around, they're going over his shoulder. He sees them like almost coming towards him, but as time has gone on, as you like kind of walk through Evie's life as he's traveled through Paya, you notice that he just becomes more accustomed to them. And when he spins around, he sees this black box and the tendrils go away for a moment. Everything disappears for a second. He gets a moment of clarity. This black box is finally like there, speaking to them. And they see it and they understand. And you watch as their life kind of begins to clarify for a moment when they spin, and when they stop, everything begins to consume again, and nothing really makes a lot of sense. As they look at each of you, you look at your own mirror reflections through Evie's eyes, but you are being tainted by this black ichor that is just like consuming you as you're just speaking to Evie through Evie's eyes. And you notice like all of Evie's interactions gaining context suddenly as Evie kind of begins to try to struggle with the fact that they don't see what you see. And then everything comes to a halt, freezes, rewinds in the matter of a couple of seconds, and everything is back to normal. And Sandy is sitting back in her rocking chair, and Evie is gone.
So, if I'm understanding this correctly, Evie's just fucking crazy.
Or possessed by something.
Well, okay.
Me without.
Mick fucking stays in the bed.
I understood that.
Can I roll to see if I understood that?
Yes, you can.
What am I rolling for?
Go ahead and roll intellect.
13.
13. Sandy rocks
Could
back
be worse.
and forth and kind of very quietly whispers in this echoing fashion. It kind of echoes throughout the chambers of this small cabin, and she says, "The forces that you see are much more than anything you've seen before." And with that, all of you get shunted, forcefully shunted outside of the cabin. Kind of like, you land on your feet to some extent, like you wobbly, you land on your feet, and then the door slams behind you, and all of the windows shut, the curtains fall closed. And you hear her say, "Come back any other time." And the door on the shack slowly begins to glow.
I'm gonna open the door.
The door creaks open.
I'm gonna open the door.
The door creaks open very lightly. There's small, vibrant sky blue runes that kind of carve themselves into the door as you open it. And inside is like a little tool shed with a small trap door on the bottom. There's a couple of tools, a spade, a rake dotted around, some farming tools and things like that. But on the wall, there are 5 keys. And as you look at them, Erikoth, they're all written in Primordial, which is extremely odd because Primordial does not have a written language. And each one of them say 1 on the face of them. They have these like small stone tablets as the head of the key, and they have the standard just key teeth on them. But they all have a light blue inscription that is very faintly glowing that says 1 in Primordial.
These are weird keys.
Let me see them.
I approach one of the keys and take it.
There is only 1 key you're able to move.
I take the one I can move.
You take it, and you have a key now.
I point at Frost and go, try to take a key.
Who else is expecting these? Frost, it's written in Elvish. All of them are written in Elvish.
I'm just gonna get close to the key.
If I approach, is it written in Oxtus?
Yep. And each one of you are able to take 1 specific key.
Well, I got my key.
I'll take mine.
I'm gonna pick 1 too.
And with that, a small padlock on the trap door slowly begins to rustle in front of you.
Wait, did Moth get a key?
Yes. If you choose.
Moth has been standing back at where he got shunted out, just staring at the ground.
Hey, Moth, buddy, come here.
He like slowly looks up at you and then walks forward.
And I think that will be the end of today's session.
That was an explosion of lore.
Don't worry, guys, it's fine. All we're doing is exploring the. Sorry.
See, he gets it.
I assume my key is Insectling.
That is correct.
Cool.
Wait, what is my key in?
Whatever your absolute most native tongue is, which is probably merfolk. Actually, Moonchi, if the people of Atlas had their own native tongue or even a tribal tongue, it would be in that. Taiga is asking what the group would have chosen in my place. What would you have wanted instead?
In my case, I would have tried to recover my whole memory instead of just a single piece of unrefined orichalcum.
I would have liked to have raised my stats.
I would have loved to roll like 4 more damage dice per swing.
You guys can go ahead and take 400 XP each.
Huh.
Okay.
Ooh, that's level.
That's a level up.
1 level away from alteration now.
You do get a sub-trade point, that is correct.
Okay, finally, I have some awareness.
My will is now 9, so if I don't have my weapons, I can craft them.
Can I say, as, like, not a player and just as someone involved in the mysteries, when I got told any question, my brain went so many places, but I was like, Moth does not care or know about any of this.
And that is why I love these players, because I know how powerful that could have gotten. And the players did a wonderful job of going, my character wouldn't think of that.
Yes.
So much appreciated for that.
I think it'd be fair to have you do your sessions during the travel bits.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Of the journey.
So does that mean that the party was traveling during this time then?
Yeah.
Okay. So
We get sent to the back rooms every time we travel.
Fuck.
every time we travel, they're like, oh yeah, you know, it should be about 100 kilometers to the east. The party's like, fuck!
Bias
wish.
redemption out of context when.
Someone go back to like download the VODs from Ori's VOD channel and just cut out every bit that's just us saying or doing something incredibly stupid.
Yeah.
You got, I bash his kneecaps in, followed by, I forgot my hammer was imbued.
It's not Daisy. It's not Daisy. Like, it's not Daisy.
Not Daisy is the next one.
Not Daisy.
Not Daisy.
The fourth one is, oh god, I hope it's not Daisy.
I can't believe it's not Daisy.
I can't-
And the one after that is possibly Daisy.
Welcome to the final few seconds of the video. Not only that, the first game that I was the GM for. Surprise! I hope you enjoyed your time here. We'll be back to your normally scheduled campaign soon. I'm sure. Okay, see you in the next one. I just want to say that this current party right here, you have two dudes. You have a giant demonic cambion that's like 8 feet tall and a walking fucking cactus. Followed by like a mage with a flaming dagger that's just like staring at you like super menacingly. You have literally a royal Atlantean with a trident, and then you have a moth that's just like staring at you with the biggest fucking eyes you've ever seen floating above them. That is this party's like synergy right now.
It's like a bunch of linebackers and the cutest quarterback you've ever seen.